It's not just about having one good shot. In tennis, you have to have everything.
You've got to start from the bottom and go up.
It doesn't just happen overnight.
The levels just get harder.
Every match is a big match.
It's pretty ruthless. You have to win or you go home.
Inside top 100, you get into main draw of Grand Slam, and that's where everyone wants to compete.
We're trying to be the best we can be.
Always trying to prove other people wrong, really.
Okay, this will be interesting.
Welcome back to Nottingham and the Rothesay Open. It's been something of a damp week here so far, but there's an impressive lineup of Brits due on court today. Hopefully the rain will stay away.
And I've got it all framed and everything. Oh, that's amazing.
Start up gently.
I've done one of these before. Good. Hi, I'm Emily Appleton. I'm 24 years old and I'm a professional tennis player. I think at this point in time I'm at an exciting point in my tennis career. I've been 10 in the world in the juniors. I've had a great junior career. I then had a good start to the senior career, had a little dip. There was COVID. And now coming out the other side, I really feel like I have a lot more to give, but in a good way. I'm on the rise and having the best year that I've had to date.
3-4 in the second, off 30.
I'm just excited to see what the future holds. I know I have a lot more to give in me, and I'm training really hard, competing hard, and I think just the more I can do that, put in the hard yards every single day, then I'm going to see more results on court.
Yeah, roll it.
On the grass, you play some players that don't play much on the grass, not used to the grass. So getting the wins there can be a real bonus.
It's not a season where, let's say a hard court season, Australia or US Open or even Roland Garros, where you have maybe 200 guys that love the surface, that play well on it, that train on it.
If we can take advantage of those opportunities, it really can help make big jumps in the rankings.
It is a season where if you do play well, you can literally maximise and you can pick up a couple of 100 points and you become knocking on the door at big ATPs instead of maybe playing challengers sometimes. It's also a great learning opportunity. So I would always tell people that if you do have the opportunity to play up, it is important to do so.
And also it helps financially as well when you're playing in the bigger events, because the prize money is just higher.
This summer has been really positive. I've been able to get into some higher tournaments more often, and that's given me a lot of confidence knowing that I'm on the right path and I'm moving in the right direction.
Out on the outside courts, it's a second WTA Tour main draw match in the singles for qualifier Emily Appleton. She'll be looking to build on an impressive run to the quarterfinals of the Lexus Ilkley Trophy last week.
Surbiton was a great tournament for me. I got on the court and found a really good level and made the main draw. I saw the draw and I was playing Linda Frevitova, and I obviously know how good she's been in the past and how good she still is now, and I was just so determined to win again. I knew I was playing really well and that I was really finding my feet on the grass, and to come out with a win was just amazing. From then on, the confidence just built, and I was getting more and more matches as well, and that combination of confidence and more matches is really destructive for opponents, and it helped me go all the way through to the quarterfinals. I think Surbiton was a breakthrough in a way. It's a high level tournament and it showed me that I belong there and I can compete. It kind of opened my eyes to the skills that I have and what I can do if I really apply my mind and my game.
So it's the Aussie who moves through. But Appleton has got to be pleased with her progress. Gave an opponent ranked over 200 spots above her a lot to think about today.
To be able to put it together on the court, on the match court, isn't always easy. And you can go through many ups and downs through the season, and it's important to have that good base yeah, just keep plugging away and keep putting the work in and keep believing in what you're doing, and good things can happen.
Playing the higher ranked players who have more experience at that level more often will only be of benefit to me, and so that's really a driver for me to try and get in these higher level tournaments more often. But at the same time, it is difficult. You know, you come up against the higher ranked players more often, and you know, you have to win or you don't get any points, and you get less money and you go home. So it's a tough balance between finding the tournaments where you're going to get enough matches to kind of get some momentum and build some confidence, and then taking that confidence into the higher level tournaments where you may not get as many wins, but the experience you'll get from that will be huge as well.
Which one?
Bullseye, maybe?
Yeah. Do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Little competition.
I like to play both singles and doubles every week when I can. I'm at a career high in both at the moment, and I think they both help each other. So I've had quite a lot of experience playing the higher level tournaments in doubles, and I think that's really helped my singles in some senses, because I sort of know what to expect in these tighter moments and when playing the higher ranked players, for example. And likewise, when I play singles, I think it really helps my doubles, because it's a different sort of fitness, it's different skills that you need, and I think playing both has enabled me to really hone those skills and yeah, just develop the key strengths in my game.
How long have you and Lily known each other?
A long time. I feel like we first played each other in a match, like NCL.
Yeah.
Random.
You were like 14 or something.
Random Sunday, and I was like, who is this Lily girl? Like, and then I think you crushed me like Love and Love. Maybe not Love and Love, but like
yeah, no.
2 and 2 or something.
But yeah, you were like 14 or something, and I was 19, 18, 19.
That went quite far.
That did go far.
Finding a doubles partner is not easy, and it's actually one of probably my biggest stresses on the tour, next to sort of travelling and arranging all of that. Obviously, in an ideal world, it would be nice to have a set doubles partner who you can play week in, week out with, and you don't have to think about it throughout the year, but it's difficult to find that person. You know, a lot of it's done through social media, Instagram, Facebook, just asking around, and then you just have to try and find the person that you suit and match with well and that you think you can gel with on the court.
We haven't actually played that much recently, just because we haven't really been at the same tournaments.
No.
But yeah, and I feel like you play doubles every week.
I play doubles every week, and just have like a few people that I try and call on if I can.
The financial aspect of playing both is obviously really key. You know, at this stage in my career, you know, finance is tough. It's tough to support all the travelling and competing that I want to do, and obviously at the ranking I'm currently at in doubles, it's easier to get into these higher ranked tournaments, and whenever I can sneak into the singles as well, I do try to do so. Just for experience more than anything, but also it does help getting 2 paychecks instead of 1. That's nice.
It's key to have a good relationship on the court and off the court with your partner when you're playing doubles. It definitely makes things easier on the court, makes communication better.
Nice.
I think it's very difficult to be changing partners each week on the tour. But yeah, when you get to a settled relationship, like anything, things seem to work better, the communication is in a line, and the success comes.
Oh, so good.
What a beauty!
That was so pure.
I think time to decompress is so important. Not something we get a lot of as tennis players, but I think it can really be of benefit.
This grass season, obviously it's like tennis, it's so busy, but and especially at the tournaments, it can get quite overwhelming, but I think it's nice to just do something off court as well to keep your mind off.
I think it's important, otherwise, you know, the days are pretty long, just sitting around at the tennis centre sort of waiting.
Can we hit one on the driver? Take one. Oh wow! That will do. One and done.
Yeah!
all the weather delays we've had, we've finally reached the final. Karolina Pliskova up against the defending champion. Here she is, Katie Boulter of Great Britain.
Well, here we are then. Time for an all-British final showdown. Qualifier Groom is ranked more than 200 places above his opponent, but Fearnley has been the surprise package of the tournament so far.
Fearnley to serve. Ready, play.
It's probably easier to be the underdog playing a high-ranked player and nothing to lose, really.
Obviously, as the favourite, you're expected to win the match. You know, it's interesting. You hear people talk about kind of self-belief and all of these kinds of things, but I think it's more important to focus on your identity as a player, and if you can really stay true to that, then yeah, you're going to be mentally in the best possible place to win.
Some moment for a 10th ace brings a triple championship point for Jacob Fearnley.
Nicely done. And here is championship points.
An incredible conclusion to an epic week for Jacob Fearnley. He's an ATP Challenger Tour singles champion.
And she's done it. Katie Boulter of Great Britain successfully defends the Rothesay Open title from last year.
It's the best tournament I've ever played, and it was a privilege to play on these grass courts that are kept so well.
Yeah, I'm very happy with today. I never dreamt that it would happen again. I thought it would be one time in Nottingham and then we move on, but yeah, this one's very special to me.
Yes, the rain's meant to come about 4 o'clock, so...
And then
4 o'clock.
So let's get on with it.
Yes, exactly.
Great to have you with us as we follow today's action at the Lexus Ilkley Trophy, where we finally got some play after a very wet start to the week. Britain's Lily Miyazaki gets the early alarm call this morning to take on Elena Gabriela Russa.
Us tennis players, there's only one winner every week. Everyone else loses at some stage.
That's 2 round 1 exits in a row.
Second successive round 1 exit for Lily Miyazaki.
Linda Fruhvitova advances to the next round.
For me personally, I just tried to look at the big picture. Like, I think knowing that you have another match, another opportunity the following week is a really big motivator. There can be added pressure playing at home when there are more eyes on you, but also you kind of put pressure on yourself because you have high hopes, high expectations for yourself. But I deal with that just by, you know, again, just focusing on the process.
Coming through pretty quick, but go back middle if you're ever unsure on it, and then you try and find the corners, right? But you've got to really get your body into the ball as much as you can here, okay? Let's go. Right here, let's go.
So my coach is a guy called Craig Veal. I've been working with him since about 2019 after I finished college.
It's an area that tennis players are actually pretty good at, is learning from their mistakes, and along with a coach guiding the way.
What I love about tennis is just seeing how good I can get, and I just really enjoy getting better and learning more about myself.
Just keep working hard and the results will come.
Job done for Miyazaki. She had to fight hard for that, but it'll be a welcome win after a tricky last couple of weeks on the grass.
Congratulations. What were you telling yourself at the end of the first set?
First set, I don't think I played my best tennis, but I just told myself, I can play better, as long as I trust myself and keep believing. I always believed that my level was there, and I'm happy to manage to turn it around in the end. I really still enjoy that day-to-day work that I put in, I just want to see where I can get to.
You don't complain about a 10:30 start when you're done before everyone else, with a win as well. Yeah.
I'm Jay Clarke, I'm 26 years old and I'm a professional tennis player. My first ever match, I would have been about 6 years old, and it was a doubles match with my dad in just like a men's level 5 club match against other clubs around Derby. Yeah, the guys we were playing against weren't too happy because they kept losing to us, but it was good fun. I was number 1 in Europe, under 14s, the first ever British number 1, and in my year under 14 Tennis Europe, at the top of it was Stefanos, Casper Ruud, Humbert, TFO. Funding was quite tough at the end of junior, so I chose not to play the US Open, and I went to play 2 futures and I actually managed to win them both.
When you have success when you're young, it's obviously great, but it can also be dangerous because there's so much depth in the men's game. The levels just get harder, but even from the base level, it's still, it's incredibly difficult, and you have to be an all-round amazing athlete, great mentally. In tennis, you have to have everything.
So you're 26?
26 now, yeah.
It feels like you've been playing tennis for so long.
Yeah.
Does it feel that way to you? Do you feel like you've been in it forever?
Yeah, it's amazing now actually when I see a lot of the younger guys, and they play really good tennis when they're born in 2008 or 2007. It's pretty crazy to me to obviously think actually they're not that young anymore. It's strange to think sometimes, to be honest. I think I won my first challenger 6 years ago now, which is, a long time ago.
Yeah, Jay, very good, mate. That forward or back?
So I had to have wrist surgery actually, I think this week, a year ago. It was something I had pain with since 2019. I fell over in a pre-season and put my hand down, and basically it was just misdiagnosed as, inflammation of the tendon when actually it was a fracture. And then as the years went on, the time between feeling pain and resting it became shorter and shorter and shorter, and then I was playing every tournament I was going to with pain, I was training with pain, I was taking a lot of painkillers just to be able to finish sessions and stuff, and it was really not a good position to be in. As the time passed by, I wasn't able to even hit backhands for 2 or 3 days a week, and I'd be trying to play a tournament, and if I was able to do well in the tournament, by the back end of the tournament I was having to slice a lot. It was a big decision to have the surgery, but it wasn't just affecting tennis, it was affecting normal life, and I was becoming miserable. Obviously rankings falling, bills you have to pay. I got dropped by all my sponsors, so it was a really tough end to last year, and then obviously starting back basically with nothing. I managed to ramp up the rehab quite fast, which was, I was really happy with. I always asked, is there a limit to the amount I can do this exercise during the rehab? And they'd always say no, so I'd be watching TV 5-6 hours a day just doing those exercises, basically trying to fast track myself back onto the court, and then it made me better now for it. This year for grass, I'm grateful to be playing, to be honest, because the surgery was so big. It wasn't, come back to tennis. It was maybe let's see if we can play tennis again. Let's see if we can, get back to the sport. Since last year, I've won 9 doubles tournaments and 1 challenger in doubles. So everything that I've obviously done from coming back to now has been a bonus. And I wasn't sure if I'd be able to come back. So the fact that I've managed to win as many matches as I have, and just enjoy tennis, has just definitely given it like a new look for me.
So it's the Italian who moves into the second round of qualifying here in Ilkley. No home success today, but Jay Clarke does still have the doubles to look forward to, who will line up alongside compatriot Marcus Willis.
As I've got older, I used to think, oh my God, I'm amazing, and then I lose a match, oh, I'm terrible. Now I kind of watch the tape back and do everything. It's such small margins, and a year can be very different, with just a few points. So I think just being more mature and understanding those things has helped me this year.
The championships at Wimbledon only a fortnight away. This morning the wildcards have been announced.
It's a great opportunity.
We are currently at Queen's, rain delays, keeps pushing us back.
And that is the biggest win of Jack Draper's career.
We are in no, we're not in Nottingham. We're in Birmingham.
We face failure a lot and we have to learn from it.